Horrors of War is the theme of this evening's broadcast, part of a series featuring prominent English thinkers. The first two speakers treated their discourse as an intellectual exercise, fawning over their topic with minutiae about arms manufacturing and flawed treaties. Their focus was a hypothetical conflict, war in the abstract. But Churchill does not think another great war in Europe might happen. He is convinced it will happen. And now is the time to prepare.
Only a few hours away by air, there dwells a nation of nearly 70 million of the most educated, industrious, scientific people in the world, who are being taught from childhood to think of war as a glorious exercise and death in battle as the noblest deed for man. There is a nation which has abandoned all its liberties in order to augment its collective strength. There is a nation which, with all its strength and virtue, is in the grip of a group of ruthless men preaching a gospel of intolerance and racial pride unrestrained by law, by Parliament, or by public opinion. In that country, all pacifist speeches, all morbid books are forbidden or suppressed, and the authors rigorously imprisoned. From their new table of commandments, they have omitted, "Thou shalt not kill." It is but 20 years since these neighbours of ours fought almost the whole world and almost defeated them. Now they are rearming with the utmost speed, and ready to their hands is this new lamentable weapon of the air against which a navy has no defence, and before which women and children, the weak and the frail, the pacifist and the jingo, the warrior and the civilian, the front-line trenches and the cottage home all lie in equal peril. Nay, worse still, for with the new weapon has come a new method, or has come back the most brutish method of ancient barbarism. The possibility of compelling the submission of races by torturing their civil population. And worst of all, the more civilized the country is, the larger, more splendid its cities, the more intricate the structure of its social and economic life.
Churchill speaks of Adolf Hitler's Germany. The strongman's Nazi Party grew from a fringe Bavarian group to national power between 1920 and now. British intelligence estimates the dictator's private army of stormtroopers numbers more than 400,000. These thugs can be seen roaming the streets of Berlin, beating and whipping anyone suspected of being anti-Nazi. At the sight of Adolf, and no one ever calls him that, these excitable gangs raise their right arms in salute, bellowing, "Heil Hitler!" The Nazi leader's response is a simple lifting of his palm in acceptance. A Caesar, his power assured. As Churchill speaks on the radio tonight, it is just 3 months since the death of Germany's elected president, 86-year-old Paul von Hindenburg. Hitler, who had served as Chancellor, quickly seized control, forming an all-powerful dictatorship. He is not the president, nor the Chancellor, but the omnipotent Führer und Reichskanzler des deutschen Volkes, leader and Reich Chancellor of the German people. Or just Führer. Winston Churchill has followed Hitler's violent ascent from a distance. He even attempted to meet the Führer during a recent visit to Germany, but was denied. Hitler saw no sense in spending time with a man possessing no political power. Now Churchill's personal mission includes keeping careful track of Germany's illegal military buildup, and even constructing a network of informants to spy on the Nazi war machine. In this way, he often shocks the House of Commons by presenting outrageous but true statistics about the growing threat. These figures, which many members of Parliament refuse to believe, are not designed to lead Britain into war, but to build the defences necessary to protect his nation when war arrives.
To urge the preparation of defence